The state of our border is not secure. I know that everybody likes to believe that it's a made-up crisis. It's not a made-up crisis. It's never been a made-up crisis.
This is a manufactured crisis.
The president has manufactured a crisis.
It is a problem of his own making.
And a crisis that manufactured by the Trump administration.
Chris Cabrera, National Border Patrol Council, Vice President, Local 3307.
I'm Art Del Cueto, Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council.
Brandon Judd, President of the National Border Patrol Council.
Manuel Rocha, everybody calls me Manny. I'm a VP for the Local 3307 here at RGV.
You hear a lot in the news about people saying that there's a caravan coming to California or here, there, and everywhere. The reality is here in the Rio Grande Valley, we would see the equivalent of multiple caravans a week, and at times upwards of 2,000 per day just at one station, which is in itself the equivalent of a caravan. It's gotten to the point where we have, just behind me, you have this card table, and we've had to set up little places like this along the river so that we could do the initial processing of the people right here in the field.
It would normally be thought that people that were seeking asylum would come to a port of entry and ask for asylum legally, but they don't do that. The main reason that they don't do that is because the criminal cartels that control all smuggling in this area, they force the asylum seekers to cross the border across the Rio Grande River about a mile from here. The reason that the cartels force them to do that is because they know that it will cause our resources to be deployed to those areas where they're crossing large groups of people. We pull agents out of the field, which then creates artificial gaps in our coverage, which allows the cartels to cross their higher value products, such as opioids or even criminal aliens, into the United States.
Just a couple hundred yards from here, we have the Mexico-US border. This area had been extremely notorious for the amounts of drugs that are entering the country. You will hear many times that the drugs don't stay here on the actual border towns, and that is 100% correct. What happens is, and what everyone out there needs to truly understand is, these drugs like black tar heroin, methamphetamines, and fentanyl that are crossing into the United States border in these very areas are going into suburban America, affecting our kids in our junior highs and our high schools.
The state of our border is not secure. I know that everybody likes to believe that it's a made-up crisis. It's not a made-up crisis. It's never been a made-up crisis. It's something that's been real. It's something that people just kind of hide for the real American people, the people that live in the middle of the country, the people who live in the northern part of the country. They're not aware of what we see every day. I personally have a brother that's here in McAllen. He sees this stuff every day, and he pretty much the same thing. He'll tell you the same thing that I'm sitting here and telling you, that this border is not secure.